Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have probably the most exciting video that I personally have been waiting to film and have been waiting to do for literal months now, and that is organize my bookshelves. As you can see, they are very empty and I have a ginormous stack of books on my floor. This is what we're working with. Well, it just keeps coming. So basically, to summarize why and what is happening, I just moved, but I was living in before in my old house. There was like a cement, like a windowsill but without a window, so the bookshelves that I had were very short, and that's why I had so many, because it just couldn't fit a lot of books on. It was very narrow and it was very short. So when I moved, I told myself that I'd get like my dream bookshelves, and I even bought the height extenders. I haven't put them together yet because I don't know if I need them, and also where I'm living now is just temporary for a couple of months, so I don't know if I want to put the height extension shelves on, knowing that it's gonna be like another thing that I have to move. It's easier to keep it in its box. But you best believe that I am very excited to be filming this video and to finally be unpacking my books. I have been without my entire book collection for like a month now. I feel like that sounds so silly saying it, but I know books to me are comfort, and it felt like I hadn't really settled, and now that my books are out, I literally just like went and just felt like I could breathe again, and I'm very happy to see them on the shelf. The only thing is, and this is the thing, that ginormous pile that you guys have seen, okay, we're gonna do this vlog style right there. Look at her, that's a lot. She's mix and match, like series have been separated, genres are all over the place. Before we dive into this video and you want to decide if you want to keep watching this, if you want book recommendations, I read thriller, romance, fantasy, and YA. If that tickles your fancy, definitely stay for a while, because I'll be showing you over 400 books. 400 books. This is going to take a while. There's a lot that I don't know. I'm going into this blind. I'm going to be talking you guys through it. All I know so far is that I'm going to put like my most prized books here, depending on which book is on the shelf. So I know that I'm going to put my special edition of ACOTAR here. So then these shelves are going to be fantasy. Then I'm going to put Better Than the Movies book here because it's my favorite romance book, and then this is going to be the romance. That's the vibe that I'm going for. I really love organizing my shelves by genre, keeping all the series together. So we're going to figure this out together. So without further ado, let's dive into the craziness. I'm going to start with the middle of the shelf. The middle of the shelf is truly like the foundation in my head, and that's going to decide what goes on either side. So let me get them. My puppy is also in here. She's very needy, so she seems very sad. Huh. The books are going to be my favorite in the genre. So my favorite thriller book is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. If you guys have watched my YouTube videos before, you know that I do not shut up about this book. We have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter and the Mindfuck series. This is where it's going to get tricky. Then we have Heir of Broken Fate, which is my favorite romantasy, and then Heir of Broken Kingdom, which comes out April 9th, and it's my favorite romantasy because I wrote them. A brief pause while I'll tell you about them. Heir of Broken Fate is the first book in a 4-book series. This is a book coming out on April 9th. Heir of Broken Fate is about a princess that runs to the Fae to ask for help to free her oppressed people because her father, the king, is a sadistic bastard. She hates him. She runs to the Fae to ask for help, only to find out that the Fae need her help more, and she needs to save not only the entire Fae race, but magic itself. It has mermaids, dragons, griffins, enemies of love, elemental magic. It has everything you want and need in a romantasy. Please go check her out. She's on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. I personally sell the books on Amazon. It's always going to be cheaper to just buy from Amazon, and it supports me directly. If you buy from any of the other stores, it doesn't, and it's more expensive for you guys. Collector's edition of Court of Thorns and Roses and Throne of Glass. I prefer Throne of Glass. Yet I have a beautiful, stunning sprayed edge of Valaris ACOTAR. I wish that they had a really pretty one of Throne of Glass, but I haven't found one yet. I want to see my books and my work in the middle, and this shelf is very much the middle. I don't have book stands or book holders. I kind of like that. That looks kind of pretty. I am not gonna lie right now, I really like that. Does that work? I think you guys can see that better. The thing about these books, I want them to sit here by themselves. I don't know if you can see, but you'll see at the end. There's gaps here, and the thing is when there's gaps, the sprayed edges go a little bit weird. See how it starts opening up here? I mean, potato, you know what I mean? Crying over spilt milk. I think it looks beautiful just by itself. Maybe my bookends aren't strong enough because I got clear ones for that reason. But when I used it, it just moved, it did nothing. So if anyone has any good bookend recommendations that are clear, that will hold like heavy books together, please let me know. For now, I really like that. And I mean, like, the collector's editions, they're really nothing special compared to that, but I think that this will be my Sarah J Maas shelf. Already I see a dilemma. Look, those single books do not look good together. This looks good. That looks like shit. Special edition Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, but I'm not a fan. Okay, book fell already. I'm not a fan of Iron Flame. Preferably, I would like to keep the romance shelves together, like the fantasy shelves are, but I like this being in the middle, and on the very bottom shelf, which you guys can't see, is where I'm going to put the books that like got me into reading that I'm not going to read anymore. And I've got classics. I went through a phase. I've never read a classic. Honestly, I should get rid of them, but my boyfriend was like, they're classics, you can't read them. We've got Throne of Glass. Okay, I love the idea of the collector's edition. Can't see shit. Of the collector's edition separating it. This is a crime that these are all different sizes. I need to get her in a bigger size. It's gonna blend so nice. Oh my god, and it fits perfectly. Fits perfectly. And it's okay because I have 2 years to figure out what I'm gonna do when Sarah J Maas adds books, because let's be honest, another book's not coming out for 2 years. Came up with a solution. This does not have to be fantasy. This can be romance, but I can keep my my books there, and this can be the rest of the fantasy. Wait, let me grab the other books. I feel like I have more of a emotional connection to Binding 13 than the Magnolia Parks series. Magnolia Parks is just triggering, but the books are so beautiful that I'm like, they have to be on the shelves. They just have to be. And then I haven't got any of my like knickknacks and decor. Some of it is still packed away, some of it is on a different bookshelf that's in my bedroom, but I'll get that at the end. I actually really love the Magnolia Parks books there. Like, that looks cute. I do want the Mindfuck series to be like on display because I love it so much. The only thing about paperback, I don't know how people make it standing look so pretty. I mean, on camera it doesn't look bad, but I don't know how they make it look pretty standing, because this is just what happens with my paper books. Like, do you guys just deal with that? I guess it does look good. Look at that so far. We've got more Heir of Broken Fate. Some copies are just damaged. This was like the first ever print of Heir of Broken Fate, but it was with white pages, not yellow. Some are damaged and some have to be sold, because I sell signed copies. So if you guys want a signed copy of this, just DM me. That looks cute. Okay, I'm back. I think maybe I'm gonna put my Penelope Douglas Corrupt series here, just because like black and black, I think that goes quite nicely. And also these are quite like, I mean, Binding 13 is quite a dark book, but not dark in the sense of dark romance, dark in the sense of like the trigger warning. Nevertheless, I'm going to put her there. Now I think I will put like the emotionally scarring romances here. So the way I used to be will go there. And then over here is going to be a little bit more like light and fluffy. So let's just like make our way over here. So these are my favorite romances. I don't know why Twilight is there, but anyway. Also, I want to buy the entire Elle Kennedy The Deal series, just because I love her. Absolutely adore Lynn Painter. So we've got Betting on You, which I'm halfway through right now, but just for this video I'm going to put it on the bookshelf so I know that there's a space for it. Then we've got a second copy of Better Than the Movie. So my very first copy came damaged, so I have two because I wanted to display one. So I usually just display the bad copy because I don't mind if that gets more damage, and then I have like a pristine one that's like just for myself. And then we've got The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. We've got Mr. Wrong Number and The Love Wager. We've got the little Lynn Painter corner, which I'm very happy with. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey and Archer's Voice, so go there. The entire Lucy Score series. I love Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. Have not read the second and third book. I will get there. Have the indie copy, and then we also have print copy. Then we have Things We Had from the Light and Things We Left Behind. I don't know what I want to do with the indie copy just yet. Oh, and that color scheme goes really well. Anyone has any good tips and tricks for transporting books with moving, because I'm going to be moving again in a couple months, please comment down below. I really need tips. Thank you so much. I think I want to keep Wildfire and Icebreaker on this shelf too. They're not necessarily my favorites, if I'm being honest. Like, they're romance books that I was just like, okay, yeah, cute, fluffy, it is what it is. They're not my favorites. Not up there with like Better Than the Movies and Archer's Voice and Things We Got Over, which are like my three top romances. but the color schemes go and the covers. Oh, this is literally perfect. Okay, guys, let me show you what I got. Okay, so this is my favorite romances. So of course we have the Lynn Painter section over here, Lucy Score, Hannah Grace, Archer's Voice. Then we've got all of Tessa Bailey's books up until there. Then we have The Deal, which I want to get the entire series in paperback. This is obviously before it got picked up traditionally, I believe, either traditionally or by a bigger publisher. Then I've got Elle Kennedy's other work here, which I do believe, I just remembered that there is other books, so we will figure that out. But so far, and then 1,000 Boy Kisses, because I freaking love her, and just height-wise she goes with The Deal. So there we go, another shelf completed. Can I just have like a little life hair update? I like cut my own like face layers and I fucked up and I cut it way too short, so now I kind of have like these weird sort of curtain bangs, sort of not, and when I curl them it kind of goes together, when it's straight it kind of doesn't. I don't know if I like it or not yet. And also today is my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend. He's very cute and I got these earrings from him. They're stunning. He also got me a really cute bookmark, which I'll show you guys because I know that you guys are gonna love that. I do feel like you can hear the fan a little bit more down here, but this is temporary. Actually, I might just turn the fan off for a bit. Oh my god, so much better. Okay, now this is the second romance shelf, so I want to keep with the theme up the top. This is like cartoony, very pastel color books. I am very much like genre, vibe, and colors. I hate Happy Place. I'm not gonna lie, I am one of those people. I hate Happy Place, and I very, very rarely ever like Emily Henry's books. It's too hot to pause the fan, but it's too loud. So I'm gonna keep filming, but I'm gonna do like a speed up montage of music, and then I'll show you after. Romance shelf number 2. So I've put Emily Henry in the corner. Then we've got Sally Thorne, The Hating Game, which, oh my god, I'm a huge fan. That should not be there. That should be over here. Now it's done. We have Sally Thorne, then we have Ali Hazelwood's books, A Random, A Brush with Love. Then we've got Christina Lauren's books. Then we've got the Chestnut Spring series, which I don't think that is all of them. Then we've got The 7 Year Slip, The Dead Romantics, a couple of just random books that I think like just go. Helena Hunting's book. Then we've got Taylor Jenkins Reid books, and then we've Red, White and Royal and The Cheat Sheet. So it is very much based on vibes and color. I just like that. It looks very pretty. I just found my first problem. I found another Elle Kennedy book, but where I've put her work, the shelf is already full. I feel like this is going to happen a lot, so I'm just going to keep going and then see what happens. The book that got me into reading Natasha Preston. So first up we have the Silent series, which I highly recommend. My sister just got into, she was actually a Wattpad girly. She slowly got into paperback and I gave her the Silent series and she absolutely loved it. Second Chance by Natasha Preston, which I'm going to put here. Maybe I put all of my Natasha Preston books in this middle shelf. Then I've also got all of her thriller books, which is You Will Be Mine, The Cellar, The Cabin, Awake, Twin Fear, and The Island. And we have Abby Glyn's collection, which like that series is huge. I like this a lot better. I have no clue what I'm going to put in that shelf, but we will get there, we will find out. But I think I just like having this entire series here, which also, let me rearrange one really quick because the height is really bugging me. Ta-da! I think that looks a lot better height wise. My camera is about to die, but it's lunchtime anyway, so I'm gonna go put you guys on charge while I go and eat. But this is what we've got so far and this is what we're working with. Look, I think she's coming together quite nicely. I love the pastels. I think I already know what I'm going to end up doing. I think I'm going to move that shelf up there and move that down there and have all dark here. Ta-da! And then we still have all of this to go. Okay, so I'm back from lunch and I had to do a few things off camera and it doesn't really look like I did much off camera, but I did. Okay, so let's go through it. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did it get messier? In my mind, there are piles. It's organized. Over here, we have the unhaul. We have some romance scattered. Fantasy, dystopian, thriller, to be read over there. And also what I had to do is I found a bunch of Natasha Preston books that I've just put down on that shelf. I don't know if I like it. I'm just going to keep it like that for a bit. And I found all my Colleen Hoover books, so I'm going to put them in the corner over there. I did what I said I was going to do earlier, which I think it looks so much better just to be on the same like color scheme. I think I figured out what's going to go here. My smut. Because smut's quite like dark colored covers. We have The Edge of Never and Edge of Always. Then we have Penelope Douglas, we have Credence, Birthday Girl, Punk 57, and then we have Flock series. I only have the first book. I really should get the rest of the series. It's because when I read the first book I wanted to instantly read the second book, but I couldn't get it. It was going to take like 2 to 3 weeks to ship, so I just read it on my Kindle. Same thing happened for the third book and I never ended up getting the second and third book. I don't know how I feel about that show. Okay, no, we're moving it because this has got a lot of books that I don't like, and I don't like that. Parks, which Toxic, hello, so then it goes on to Trauma and Toxic. We've got Binding 13, the Mindfuck series, which is dark romance. We've also got Penelope Douglas Corrupt series, which is dark romance. Then we just move on to romance books that have dark covers that I like. So If You Had Been With Me, Thoughtless, Sweet Home by Tilly Cole, Sylvia Day Baird to You, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime series, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and The Coincidence of Callie and Caden. Hot take, I love Credence. That might be my red flag. Everything else, Birthday Girl, Punk 57, Flock, like I said, love. The others, very much, From here on out, I'm only going to mention the books that I like on this shelf. 10 Tiny Beths. The Edge of Never is really good. I didn't finish the second though because I don't know why. I know that you guys just saw that. No, I'm not a fan of this series. This I actually really like. I didn't even realize that this was the author of From Blood and Ash, and that is Wait For You and Be Mine, Be With Me. Amazing romance series. Please go read it. Trigger warning, sexual assault. This is the same series. Beautiful, amazing series, but what is that? What is that? I have a bone to pick. Only books I truly have beef with in this entire collection is this, because this series is amazing. Have it displayed better if they A, were the same size, B, actually match, and C, just looked cohesive. I can't remember it, but I know that it's good. Amazing. I actually really liked this. My Darling Arrow. Paper Princess, I love this. I kind of really want to buy the rest of it just so I have it in my collection. I don't have anything for now. I'm probably going to have to put like a candle or something here, but this is what I've got for that shelf. Okay, I am going to put my Pauline Hoover books down here with Abby Gline. Now onto thriller. I know exactly what I'll do with this one. I'll put all my Riley Sager books in this center thing because it's my favorite thriller author. I know exactly what I'm going to put on the shelf. I'm going to put all my Frida McFadden books on here and series thrillers. So we've got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret, The Co-Worker. Then with The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I'm going to put 5 Survive because it's Holly Jackson. Frida McFadden, we have Ward D and The Perfect Son. Then we have Riley Sager, Final Girls, and Lock Every Door. More Frida McFadden, we have The Inmate, Never Lie, and The Locked Door. Then I'm going to put another thriller series, which is also YA, The One of Us Is Lying series. I actually highly recommend. I really love this series. 2 more books. Someone told me that they're not One of Us Is Lying series, but they have the exact same cover style as One of Us Is Lying, so I'm not really sure, but these are the 2 books that Karen has released I have not read that I would like to read. Riley Sager, The House Across the Lake. Lucy Foley's books, so we have The Guest List, The Hunting Party, and The Paris Apartment. The Hunting Party and The Paris Apartment I have not read, but I have read The Guest List and I loved it. Then of course I'm going to put Silent Patient because I love Silent Patient. There's like a giant gap there which you guys can kind of see like just here. I'm going to put the thriller books that are on my TBR that I desperately want to read on this shelf, because if I look at my favorite thriller shelf I'll also be like, oh, they're the books I want to read. So first up we're going to have the biggest book, which is Murder in the Family. This is really cool. It's like reading a case file. You try and figure out who the murderer is before the end of the book tells you, and it's just like really cool, like a little detective. I think it's a genius idea. Then we have An Honest Lie, one that I'm very excited for, A Flicker in the Dark. A Flicker in the Dark. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Joelle. The Obsession, How to Survive Your Murder, Rock, Paper, Scissors. We've got Frida McFadden, Lucy Foley, Karen, Holly Jackson, and then all the books that I want to read. I think that's a pretty cool shelf. Not that way, go the other way. Go the other way, good girl. My puppy just came in. It's starting to come along. We still have all of this to go though. Now we're going to move on to fantasy and fill that top half. Carissa Broadbent's Daughter of No World series. I'm going to put the Vampire Academy and classics up here. Got Shadowhunters. Then we've got the Hunger Games, which I'm currently reading, but I kind of really like the look of it being in the middle like that. That looks nice. That looks nice, doesn't it? A special edition of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Just up there. Hardbacks, we've got Lightlar, then also The Invisible Life of Addie, special edition of Shadow and Bone, the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which I have yet to read, along with the classics. We've got the Divergent series, so I'm going to put it up here. Scythe is sci-fi, but it's the only sci-fi book I have, so I'm just going to put it in fantasy. Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. So we have the Akane series, which I've only got the first book and the second book because I read the first book, Akane, which is amazing. Please read it. Need to read the second, and I want to read that series before I go on and read Whisper by Lynette Noni, and then the Prison Healer trilogy. You don't have to. My brain's just very weird and it's telling me that I have to do that, so I'm doing that. Then I'm going to put the Selection series and Kiera Cass's new book, 1000 Heartbeats. Please go read the Selection series. It is technically dystopian. Got it! I think that's so cute. So we have Shadow and Bone trilogy, Lynette Noni, Shadow Me, Defy the Night, the Selection series, The Cruel Prince, Red Queen, Caraval, and Once Upon a Broken Heart. That looks pretty good. Look at the center. The center looks amazing. Okay, my camera is about to die, so I'm going to turn you off for a little bit, fill this up for the rest of the fantasy that I can, and show you what I come up with, and I'll see you guys in a second. Got it. So this is a mix of series that I'm in the middle of, books that have not come out yet, books that I need to buy, and books that I just haven't read. It is a very big mix. Just pause if you want to see. I feel like this video is so freaking long, but for the books that are kind of glaring, here we've got Guild, The Deepest Cut. I love this. It's paranormal romance. Broken Bonds by J. Bree, Heartless, Kingdom of the Wicked, These Holy Vows, Six of Crows, Powerless, Sorcery of Thorns, The Inheritance Games, Fortuna Swan, The Bridge Kingdom. Like, a lot of these are first in the series because I just haven't continued on, and I will be, but I love these books. Then we've got this other top shelf, which is on the other side of this fantasy, and honestly this one's quite random. So we've got Carissa Broadbent, Daughter of No Worlds trilogy, we've got Lightlark, then we've got the Fifth Wave, just the second and third book. I need to get the first. Then we've got the Divergent series, The Nightingale, which I was going to unhaul. I've stuck her in there. I don't know if I'm going to read it. And we've got Maze Runner, Scythe, City of Bones, Twilight, and then the Vampire Academy series. Now we have just one shelf left. So this is a very random collection of romance books. Some books I have read and some books I haven't. So we've got the Addicted to You series. I have read Addicted to You. I haven't gone on to read the other books that I have bought. I'm pretty sure they're like out of order too. Then we have Sally Rooney, Beautiful World, Where Are You? Honestly, I should probably unhaul, but I'm not going to. The X Talk. Then we've got The Spanish Love Deception and The Roommate Experiment. Then we've got Sally Thorne, which I love Sally Thorne, 99% mine. I should probably put it with the others, but what are you gonna do? Rebecca Yarros, The Things We Left Unfinished, and then By a Thread, Lucy Score. It should be with other Lucy Score books, but I have yet to read it, so it just ended up in this pile. Twisted Love, Twisted Games, and Twisted Hate. King of Pride, just the second book, and then I've got King of Wrath. I really love King of Wrath. I need to read King of Pride. Oh my god, I love this book. I'm sad that it's actually on the bottom shelf, but everything else is full. But we've got From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. We've got Plucking Around by Emily Rath. Falls Boys by Penelope Douglas. We've got Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We've got Thank You for Listening. Probably never gonna read it. We've got The Weather Girl. And that is the very last shelf. It looks really good. And now it is time for the truth to see what it all looks like. I really like how it turned out. I'm gonna show you guys like a pan view of every single shelf and just kind of like do a little video montage. It looks so pretty. I'm also going to unpack a bit and find like the decorations, because there's a few spots that just kind of look a little bit bland and they need like candles and like decor and stuff, so I'm just going to go and do that, and then I'll show you the absolute final product on this, and I'm so excited. Okay, so I've just set up this other little bookshelf and I've just put all the books that didn't fit, so classics that I'm probably never going to read, And then this is what's on my TBR, but not immediate TBR. My immediate TBR is over here. For my YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed filming this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.